Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Cubing with Big Nass. We're going to be doing another round of these cube drafts. Hopefully, it doesn't take a huge dent in my Moto collection here. So let's see what we got here. This is my first actual cube draft with the updated list. So I'm not looking to force anything. They haven't really changed like what the good decks are, so probably looking to be drafting either mono red or mono green ramp or some sort of sweet blue deck. Uh, this pack's pretty bad. Like Phyrexian Metamorph is pretty good, I guess. Black Vice is like when it's good, it's real good. When it's bad, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, none of these cards I'm really too excited about first picking. I guess I'm gonna go with Phyrexian Metamorph just because it's just due to the Phyrexian mana, it can go to a much wider variety of decks. But like if I'm like mono red, I'm probably not even gonna play it. So uh, yeah, Tendrils is definitely a trap. Price of Progress isn't really that good. Knuckle V, I don't even know why that's in the cube. Yeah, I'll just go with Phyrexian Metamorph here. It's probably the card I'm most likely to play out of this lot. Channel! Ooh. Channel is probably one of the best cards you can have in the mono green ramp deck. And I'm fine just like slamming it down here and going into that. And Phyrexian Metamorph is actually fine in that deck too. So hopefully we get like an Eldrazi or something sweet to ramp into. So I'll go with the channel here. If I didn't want to draft that deck for some reason, then like Lightning Bolt's really good for the mono red deck. Doomblade is fine. Both Vampire Lacerator and Gravecrawler are good for like the mono black aggro deck. I'm looking at table Rampant Growth here, or Gilded Lotus. Those are the two cards I would need for the mono green ramp deck. Other than that, yeah, the rest of the pack isn't really that exciting. And Johnny Goldmane can be pretty good, but whatever. So we'll just pick up the channel here. All is Dust, that kind of leaps out at me. Yavimaya Elder is also pretty good. There's a good chance that All is Dust will come back. I mean, it is 7 mana after all, and most decks aren't going to be able to play it very well. Whereas Yavimaya Elder is good in a variety of green decks. Fetch lands. I mean, if this was a green fetch land, I might consider taking it, but it's not. They're not really important to this deck. Daybreak Ranger's okay. Yeah, I'll just go with the Yavimaya Elder here. He also lets me splash a card if I need to. Why do they choose this art for Yavimaya Elder? Like the old art is so much better. I'm really baffled by like the which versions of cards they use for the online cube. Like they use like New Terminate and like a bunch of other cards where it's like, yeah, we could use the sweet version, but no, we're gonna use the lame version instead. All right, there's Kozilek, and also Mindslaver. Wolfear Silverheart is playable, I guess, but it's not really where I want to be in this deck. I'm going to take the Kozilek just because I don't really want to chance it not coming back. Hopefully the Mindslaver comes back as well. Thawing Glaciers is way too slow, and I would only really play it if I was splashing a color, or if I was like some sort of sweet 5-color deck. Grimgrin is also pretty good, but it's very deck dependent. Like you need a lot of creatures, and that's not very many cube decks. We got some more like mono black aggro cards here. That's surprisingly decent in this cube. I've seen Cedric do really well with that deck. In any normal cube, that deck is just the plain worst. But I'm gonna take Kozilek here, and we're just gonna move all in on the mono green ramp deck. Okay, so green cards. Somberwild Sage. That seems like it'd be a good one for ramping. Mirari's Wake is another interesting card I could take. Meh, I don't think so. I think I like Somberwild Sage a little bit more in this deck. There's also Stunted Growth, which is like such a griefer card. uh, yeah, we'll take Somberwild Sage. Maybe like Crow Mox or Mirari's Wake will come back, but I don't think it will. Okay, so nothing for my deck really. Nothing that's like worth ramping into. I don't think I'm interested in Curse Scroll. I'm probably going to take Molten Rain so I don't have to play against it. But like, actually, I should probably take Spirit Monger just because like I could in theory splash a color, and this is a pretty good beater. Um, yeah, it's that or Molten Rain, but like I'm not. I don't think I don't think it's we're at a stage where I need to start hate drafting. So I'm gonna take the Spirit Monger. I'm not like committed to playing it or anything, but if I do end up having a couple black cards, it'd be nice to be able to cast this guy. All right, well, this pack is basically nothing. I might transition into like black green because Nephrox is also pretty good. I'm not sure how good it is in cube, but I'm probably more likely to play it than any of the rest of these cards. I mean, I'm definitely not interested in Tattermunge, and there's too many red symbols. The rest of these cards, active aggression's okay. I'm not really that interested in it, so I'll take Nephrox here. But I'm less confident I'll play that one than I'll play Spirit Monger. All right. Balance, probably the most overrated card in Cube. Graph the War Gear is pretty good, but it's not really a card that's going to be that great in my deck. I'm probably just going to take Leatherback Baloth. It's just like a huge man for his casting costs, and we're probably going to be playing like 14 or 15 forests. So, yeah, I'll just take that. All right, so here's our pack that came back. I mean, the pack was awful to begin with, so I'm not surprised nothing came back. I guess I'll take a Naturalize for the sideboard, like whatever. And sweet, Rampant Growth came back, so we're good to draft Ramp here, and even all the Dust came back, so I like where this is going. Which of these cards do I not want to play against? I don't think it really matters. Guess I'll take Carnal Phage. Probably the card I'm most likely to lose to out of all these. Summerwald Sage does let me cast the like Spirit Monger and Nephrox, so that's something else to keep in mind. I can even copy it with Phyrexian Metamorph. Tea, Earl Grey. Less hot than it was before. These cards are all pretty bad. I guess I'll take a Lumberjack on the off chance I play it, but I don't think I will. Sure. So the card I most want to open is Raphaelos, because that card is just crazy. But whatever, I'm fine with like most like ramp cards. Ooh, someone's messaging me. I will deal with that later. Come on, Raphaelos. Happiest elf in the world. None of these cards are Raphaelos, and with the exception of Heartbeat of Spring, none of these cards are green. This is it's pretty close to a miss as we can get. Well, I'm almost certain this Heartbeat of Spring will table. It's the only card in here that I'm even remotely interested in playing. Like the only other card I could take is Thran Dynamo, which is fine. I'll probably end up playing it, but I'm not like super excited about it. Like I think I'd rather have Basalt Monolith in this deck, but whatever. I mean, for lack of any better options, I guess I'll take Thran Dynamo. But I'm not happy with this pack at all. So yeah, whatever. I could always copy it with Phyrexian Metamorph and get to Kozilek even faster. If I get past Raphaelos, that'll be pretty awesome too. Since I'm pretty sure I'm the only like mono green drafter here. So green cards, Deranged Hermits, can't go wrong with that one. I mean, even if I wasn't like mono green ramp, like if I was just like a normal like Dirtle green deck, Deranged Hermit would still be like awesome. Vidalcan Shackle is probably one of the best cards in the queue, but I mean we are definitely committed to green here, so I don't think I can jump ship on that. Stoneforge Mystic, also pretty good. I don't think I'll end up tabling anything out of this pack. Maybe a Duress. But we'll just slam the Deranged Hermit here and be happy about it. Sigarda, I don't think I can play that one. Probably going to take Jiragas Tree Speaker here. It seems like one of the better ramp cards. Sylvan Library is also really good, but I don't think I can afford to pass cards like Tree Speaker. Like, I really need to be able to ramp. Like, the whole point of this deck is to have a bunch of mana, and I can't just be dawdling around with cards like Sylvan Library. It'd be nice to get it back, but it's probably decent in most decks, so I don't think we'll get it back. I think we'll end up tabling Pristine Talisman or Platinum Angel. I'll be happy with either one of those. Even Regrowth would be pretty nice. But we'll just take the Tree Speaker here. Arbor Elf, that seems good to me. What else could I possibly take in this pack? Call of the Herd's okay. I mean, it's not really where I want to be for this deck. There's also Everflowing Chalice. I think I'd rather have like creature accelerants than artifact accelerants. Although there is a case to be made for having a bunch of artifacts for like All's Dust, so like I don't blow up all my own mana sources with it. And I can also like make a big Everflowing Chalice. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Everflowing Chalice because I'm pretty sure this Arbor Elf will come back. But that may end up biting me in the ass. But I mean, Chalice seems pretty good, so yeah, I'll take it. Okay, Snaggletooth Geist. Not really where I want to be in this deck. Prey Upon's also not that exciting, although I'll probably end up taking it. Yeah, Nostalgia Dream's not really where I want to be. Alston's Dun's basically useless. I could splash like Gifts Ungiven, but I don't think that actually does anything in my deck. I think it's either Strangleroot or Prey Upon. Strangleroot is still fine as a blocker, I guess. I'm pretty sure the Strangleroot will come back, so I'll take Prey Upon here, but it doesn't seem that great in my deck anyway, so whatever. I might have to cut it. Stomp Howler or Sphere of the Suns? Huh. Yeah, I think I like Sphere of the Suns more in this deck. Okay. Guess we're taking Basalt Monolith. Natuko Vigilantes, meh, whatever. It's also Wasteland, but whatever. I think we have enough ramp cards now, but ooh, Nicol Bolas. Unfortunately, we are in the exact opposite deck for Nicol Bolas. Lightning Grave is not that great. Mortar Pod is really good actually, but it's not really good in this deck. I think I'm probably just going to take Wall of Blossoms here. It's going to help keep us alive. It cycles. You know, it does a lot of good things, so I'll take that one. And here's our terrible pack back. So which of these cards do we least want to play against? I think Mana Tithe. Mana Tithe or Stifle. Maybe Mentor the Meek. Nah, nobody plays Mana Tithe, so, and nobody plays Stifle, so I think I'm going to take Mentor the Meek here, so we don't have to play against it. Strip Mine tabled. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I guess I'm going to take it. Probably won't play it, but that's really weird that I'm getting it that late. All right, so both Sylvan Library and Regrowth came back. That's unreal. Regrowth or Sylvan Library. I feel like Sylvan Library does more in this deck, especially since this is like a combo deck. So I really need some sort of like library manipulation. Oh, sweet! Arbor Elf came back, just like I said. And I guess I'll take a Void Slime. And even Stomp Howler came back. Man, I look like such a genius. It's like I know every single card that will table. It's Like I could just look at a pack and say, I'm going to take these 3 cards and then just be right every time. Ooh, Genesis Wave. Oh. Oh. And Ancient Tomb. And Fertile Ground. Oh, okay. So those are the 3 cards we're going to take out of this pack. So it's a question of which cards do I think are the most likely to table. So I'm pretty sure Genesis Wave is very likely to table, and Fertile Ground and Ancient Tomb are less likely. Of those two, I think I want Fertile Ground more because I mean having a bunch of, like I already have a bunch of cards that give me a bunch of colorless mana like Everflowing Chalice and Basalt Monolith. So I need some actual colored mana. Moment's Peace also isn't terrible in this deck. I'm not really interested in Sensei's Divining Top. Like it's like Sylvan Library, but it's actually a lot worse in this deck. Um, yeah, like people value that card really highly, and I don't know why. Uh, Mother Rune's probably the card I like playing against the least. So we'll just slam Fertile Ground here, and Beast Within will definitely come back. Awakening Zone. Oh man, this deck is just. Oh, I'm getting really excited now. uh, yeah, I guess we're slamming that and tabling Beast Within. All right. Well, Farseek normally would be pretty awesome, but in this deck it's pretty bad since it can't get a forest. Recurring Nightmare is a really good card. A lot of people don't really know how to use it, including me. uh, Probably going to take Mirror Battlesphere here since I should probably have some more stuff to ramp into. Um, but Recurring Nightmare is really sweet. I just don't think I can play it in this deck. All right, Yavimai Hollow. Not that interesting in that. Interested in that. Probably going to take Thragtusk. I mean, it's the only card I can really play out of all these. I think I can probably hide like Spirit Monger and Nephrox. I'm pretty sure we're just going to be mono green. Birthing Pod. How good is that in my deck? Not that great, but not that bad. Is it better than Memory Jar? Huh. I don't think it's better than Memory Jar on this deck. So it might come back, but it probably won't. I also like. I really need like if I'm gonna do something like um, if I'm gonna do something like Birthing Pod, I probably would much rather have like a 6-drop so I can get Bitter Battlesphere. All right. So do I want Explore or Creekwood Leech? How many cards are left in this pack? So in order for Creekwood Leech to come back, it would have to be the second last card. That's fairly ambitious. Creekwood Leech is really good, but is it better than Explorer this deck? I don't think it is. I'm going to take Explorer. Alright. Stirring Wildwood? Do I want that? Well, I guess I don't have anything in my deck that counts forests, and yeah, I don't think I want to play enough white sources for it, though. I don't know, maybe. It's probably worth it to play it. Like I don't need a ton. Like it's not like I have Raphaelos where like I need a ton of forests in play, and like I have the Leatherback Ballast, so I probably will want at least like 12 or 13 forests. But I think I can play like 3 or 4 like white sources for Steering Wildwood. I don't think that's unreasonable. Okay, do I want Lotus Bloom? Do I want Lotus Bloom? I don't think so. I think I'll just take Pernicious Deed, because I pretty much lose to that card. If they play it early enough, that is. I was really hoping to see an Ulamog. That would have been pretty exciting. Well, there's Genesis Wave. I think I want it more than Ancient Tomb. Or do I? Yeah, I think I do. If I can Genesis Wave for like 5, that's a pretty big game there. Oh, there's Temple Garden. That makes Stirring Wildwood a lot easier. Definitely not really interested in like Loam Lion or Giant Celifuge. So, and there's Farseek, which can get a Plains or a Temple Garden. So, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll take a Lux on the Hierarch. All right. Well, we ended up with a ton of good playables here. I'm gonna have to make a few cuts, and I'll figure out what's going on. So I think I still have one pick left. No, two picks. No, I don't know. But we'll put this deck together, and we'll be back in just a sec. Oh, we still have. Oh no, I'm just going full retard here. So we have two more picks to make. That's right. They're 15 card packs, not like basically 14. Probably not going to play Birthing Pod here. Oh, even got Creekwood Liege. Oh, man, I'm so good at this game. I love it. I can call every single card that's going to come back, but I forget when there's actual picks left to make. All right, take two. All right, so we are going to put this monstrosity together, and we'll see you guys in a sec. All right, this is what we're going to be submitting. We ended up having to make a bunch of cuts. Really good cards that I would like to play under more circumstances, but I don't think I can justify it here. Thran Dynamo. Yeah, it's a card I really wanted to play, but I don't actually have a lot of stuff to ramp into after it. Memory Jar is also like another card that typically very excited to play, but I don't think I really need to in this deck. That might be wrong, but I'm only playing 16 lands just because like half the cards in my deck like make mana or find mana. So I do have like I'm playing one Plains, one Temple Garden, one Arbor Elf, Sphere of the Suns for and Fertile Ground to activate Temple Garden, and I only have one actual white card, and that's Loxodon Hierarch. I could also play Mentor of the Meek. That's a really good combo with Awakening Zone, but I don't think that's enough to justify playing it. So. I'm gonna end up submitting this. We have like 13 forests in my deck, so that's typically pretty exciting. And yeah, we'll submit this, and we'll see you guys in round one. Peace.